friends. Well, in this video, we are out and about. I'm taking you food shopping with me for probably the first time. And we're doing some good comparison shopping. Now, the other thing is, you probably notice that I have on a red lipstick. I took you also with me to Rite Aid, where we hunted down a red lipstick for the holidays, and because I do wear so much red, and also some fabulous nail polish. That was $1 for the bottle, and I was shining silver and everything today, and it didn't even come off. Fun. We're also cooking. I just had to have, for some reason or other, I had seen a recipe somewhere and had remembered last year I made potato latkes. Sometimes we call them Irish potato cakes. Sometimes they have another name, can't remember, but I made them, kind of did my own thing with them, added some cheese, some basil, delicious. So you'll see me doing that. I also have on a very cozy knit outfit, pants and sweater, that is a Walmart item, and I'm going to show you that. Moosey and I want to wish all of you a very happy Thanksgiving. Our plans are mixed, so I'll talk a little bit about that as well. So stay tuned if you think you'd like to come along with me, cooking and shopping and having some fun today. So I'm walking over here to Rite Aid, and I parked nearer to my food market so that I get some extra walking. I'm really into doing some exercise pretty much every day. I'm gonna pick some red lipsticks. We're gonna see what we're doing. Okay, no cars. What do you think? I don't know. I haven't worn a real red lipstick in a long time, so. Okay, here we are. Rite Aid. It's gonna be fun picking out a red lipstick. So, who should we go with? L'Oreal. Buy one, get one 50% off. I have a million lipsticks. It's not like I need one. Oh, that's a pretty color. Reds. Those are the reds, I guess. Satin. See, I like a sparkly. I can always zip it up with my glow. What are these called? Well, I like the case. It's pretty. And this one is called, let me read it. You know, I can't read these names, but this looks like a good one. $185. No. These. Satin, matte. RImmel, 40% off. I like that. Here's some good reds in here. Ooh, this is pretty. What's this one? It's called red something. Red Yee. Whatever Yee means. And these are $5.99 with 40% off. Well, I could take a chance on that. Is that red? There's number 50. These are vibrant, lasting finish. That looks too orangey. Let me look in here. They're pretty red. This is oh, these are matte, but I can always doll them up. Now this one is a nice dark red. So let me check both of those. The name of this nail polish, which is so red, and you can tell by the name, it's called Red Light District. So it's a bad, good red. And I think this is also a red. I'm not sure about the red. I did put, Colleen gave me for my birthday a little bit of a glow, one of those gel sticks. And I did put something on top because it's a very matte lipstick, but I hope that it did a little bit of a shine. If you can get to Rite Aid or anywhere where you can get this nail polish, I put 2 coats on and it has stayed on so well. This one I like. I love the bells on that. That one's $29.99. Working. Yeah, cute. Nighttime skating in a pond. I remember doing that back in New Jersey. Freezing cold at night in the park. Brookdale Park. That was in Bloomfield. Do you remember, ladies, Jersey girls? Also, what was that park in Montclair called again? Oh, I forget it, but we skated there too. Oh, and a train. Always a train. I hope you're all enjoying this, ladies, because I am. Cute. My last one. Another train. These are all so lovely. Maybe it's getting you in the mood for Christmas. Here's one. Okay. Now I gotta go home. Now I gotta go shop for food and go home and cook. Well, here we are getting ready to enter Vons. Now, one of my local markets is a Vons. I also shop in Ralph's, but my most economical food shopping, by the way, has been in Walmart. But this particular time, it's Vons. So I'm taking you through. I hope you enjoy it. Watch some of the prices and see how many things are reduced, although I have noticed lately everything's gone up. So I hope you enjoyed this fun little clip with me. Right when I walked into the store, to my left was this lovely display of little small Christmas trees and those cute balloons with the station wagon and the Christmas tree on top. Colleen has always loved those. I even saw trees made out of I don't know whether it's the cedar trees or the cypress trees, but it was very festive. Here's my Greek vanilla. I can get 2 yogurt cakes out of this. There's 3, it's 1.5 cups for the recipe, so I can get 2 yogurt cakes out of this. The Greek vanilla. I prefer the Greek. It might be the way to go, and I do like vanilla. I always like to throw in a couple of handfuls of pasta into my soups. And yesterday I put these bow tie pastas in. It was a delicious soup. I'll have to make it for you. Let's see, asparagus, $3.99. I prefer it when it gets a little lower, but maybe these days it won't. I did get oranges the last time we were out. It'd be nice to get a lemon to squeeze in my next. Ooh, that looks nice. In my next, 79 cents for lemons. Ooh. But in my next yogurt cake, that's what I'm gonna do. Squeeze a little lemon rind. Normally, I use the sweet yellow onions for most things. I like the red too, but always like to have a couple of these sweet yellows on hand. Now, avocados, I love them, but prices are terrible. On our family home, we had tons of these trees in our backyard. I sure do miss them, but I'll get some now and then. Better get a lot of carrots for for all my soups. I like the small ones. Or, these are 2 for $5, my heavens. The big ones. No, I'm jumping up those big ones. I think I'll get these. The broccoli florets are best, I think, for my soups. And we like to eat them dipped in ranch or something. So I'm trying to get Moose to eat more broccoli. I don't think I have any of these. I love green onions. $1.29. And I need a celery. These celeries, $1.99. That's not bad, and it's still cheap. I think I have my soup mixture. Oh, I love those carrots, the way they come out of the ground. Do any of you shop organic all the time? I really have been debating. I love the looks of the organic foods, but they are more expensive. Those vegetables look so fresh and so good. And I love beets. My father used to grow beets and carrots, especially during World War II. I remember his victory garden. And look at the leeks. We have plenty of those in Scotland. And this is what, fennel? Love the taste of fennel. Read that zucchinis are one of the 6 vegetables that you have to eat in order to keep your pancreas nice and healthy. I think I'm going to get 2 of these. Maybe 1. Okay, I better get out of here and go get Moosey's scallop potatoes. So I got the gold potatoes. I didn't want it the red Idahos or the regular Idahos. Let's check. They look good, but they're too big for what I'm trying to find. All right, I think I have my potatoes for what I want. You know what I noticed today? I noticed a lot of the merchandise has markdowns, or at least sale prices, reductions. I think that's rather odd because things are and have been so expensive. So many different kinds of mustards. I can't believe it. Do you buy many mags anymore? I've really cut down on the magazines that I buy. I have a few subscriptions and that's about it. But I love looking at some of these. They've cut out so many magazines. They're just not printing them anymore. I miss them. Well, the job's over. Now I have it all in the trunk, and when I get home, I take it all out, take it in, and put it away. My least favorite job. Well, let's get home now and start the cooking. I hope you've enjoyed shopping. We've never really gone food shopping before, have we? So I have some tomatoes. Roma tomatoes were the best buy. I was doing some good comparison shopping. A zucchini, a lemon for the rind for my yogurt cake, some green onions, and of course, always celery. I did buy 2 of these Nova. I thought I did. Yeah, no, it's only 1 here. I only see 1. These were only $3.99, and I love them with my bagels and lox and cream cheese and capers. And then I'm making fake lobster rolls. Ever since Dove and Barry got home from Maine, I'm on a lobster kick. My potatoes are boiled and I hope they're soft enough. 8 potatoes. I'm going to take them out now. I'm going to let them drain for a while. They're nice and hot. And then I will place them on a greased baking sheet. Ooh, here I am in my red lipstick, by the way. I did find a red polish I hope to match. We're both starved, so I have to get busy. Moose is hollering for supper. I hope it's the right red, but it's cute. They probably should be cooled, but Moosey is so hungry. So it might work better if they were cooled, probably. You know, most of my things I'm doing for the first time, so it's all an experiment with me. One kind of smashed up a little bit while it was boiling, so I'm gonna have to try and keep it together. Okay, I think they're smashed enough. Well, they could look a little closer, but they probably should have been cooled. Okay, now I'm putting the shredded cheddar on top, hoping that the cheddar will keep them all together too. Now after that, I'm going to dip into my basil and my green onions, and then I'm roasting them at about 425, 450 until they're crispy. Okay, the basil is on, the green onion is on, cheese. I'm going to add one more layer of cheese to hopefully make it nice and crispy. Now, this is an experiment. I don't even know the exact time to cook. I'm going to watch them and hopefully they will roast. Oh, they look so. Now in this little cooking segment, I kind of did my own thing. I boiled some Idaho potatoes and got them nice and soft, and then took the bottom of a glass, smashed them down as you can see, and then kind of added my own thing. Maybe I added basil, some green onion, and cheddar cheese. So it isn't the typical latke. Well, it's 5 o'clock and I'm losing my natural light here, so I'm gonna have to talk fast. I have those roasted cheesy potatoes in the oven, and they probably have to cook about another half hour. I have them at 400. I've turned the oven down, and hopefully they're gonna turn nice and brown. They have all the goodies on top and they smell delicious. Moosey is starved, so I'm hoping they'll come out fast. Well, I hope you enjoyed our little run through the food market. This is the first time that I've taken you food shopping with me, and I hope you enjoyed the looking at all the produce and all the prices of everything. We were doing some comparison shopping, and I think I did very well. Of all that food, which was quite a bit, I did spend about $93, and I thought that might have been good. Did you notice that there was a lot on sale for some reason or other? I don't know why. The prices seem to be a little bit lower in some cases, but the food has definitely gone up. So for those of you who don't get out into the markets or have your food delivered, it's kind of fun to run up and down the aisles and check everything out. I think it's about time I go back in the kitchen and check on our potatoes. So I will see you in the morning. As a matter of fact, I will show you what these look like right before Moosey and I eat them tonight. I also picked up a pumpkin pie, and we're having that tonight when we watch our Netflix in bed. So I'll catch you later in the kitchen. I roasted them in the oven where the bottom got nice and crispy, and the rest of it just was so delicious. The cheese melted. You could smell them, and Moose was so hungry. They were absolutely delicious. So if you want to make that little recipe, that would be fun. Now I took a few out and I turned some over. This one is all nice and crispy on the bottom, so I've turned it over to show it to you. And this is what the others look like on the top. Now maybe I made them a little differently than the recipe, but these look delicious and they smell scrumptious. I have fresh thyme on there, and Moose is dying to eat them. So I turned the others over, and Moose is going to eat these as is with some sour cream on top. They look scrumptious. A wonderful memory of my mother when she and I would go out shopping. She always would open a jar of pickles or artichokes or something, and she and I would eat them when I was a little girl, when I was a teenager, when I was in college. Whenever we were food shopping, we would do something like that. And then as we walked around, we always ate our pickles or whatever we were eating, and we would always pay for them. She would always put the jar on the counter and check it out. So guess what I did? I didn't do it in the store today. But I did it just now. And it reminds me so much of my mother and I. Of course, we didn't eat them like that. We were much more discreet. I love pickles. And all that, I have my mother's stomach. I can eat anything. My father had an ulcer and couldn't believe what we ate. And look what we have for dessert. I just couldn't resist it. A nice pumpkin pie. Well, it's 6 o'clock. We have finished our delicious supper. Now, they weren't crunchy little tidbits. They were more like a potato latke or an Irish potato with the sour cream on top, and they were wonderfully tasting. So I'll have to tell you more about them in the morning. I'm just resting on my bed until Moosey comes in. He's watching some news or something. And in a little while, we'll have our pumpkin pie with whipped cream. Oh, naughty, naughty. A good snooze tonight. And I hope I don't see you at 3 in the morning. Well, can you see these little balls? They're lights. And I found them out there. I've had them since last year. I meant to put them up. I'm going to put them on and show you what they look like. They're on a battery ring. Aren't they cute? Someone had told me that one of the best things you can do for the berries, and I got several different ideas on what the berries are. People were telling me what they were. And someone said to keep them fresh so they don't shrink up and then fall all over the place. I was told to spray them with hairspray. So I did, and guess what? They're still pretty big and plump. Some of them started to go before I sprayed them, but you know what? There's not one berry on the floor. So far, so good. So I've decided this year that the decorating that I'm going to do basically is going to be here. My elf on the shelf will soon be arriving. He usually lands right on the grandfather clock. And I think he comes around Thanksgiving. So we'll keep a lookout for him. And last year, he jumped around. And guess what, ladies? You kept an eye on him. You found him. Each video, he popped around. And the game was who could find him first. And we had a lot of fun with the elf on the shelf. I think his name is Patrick. And he hasn't shown up yet, but I know he will. So I've been working pretty much a little bit every day. The first 3 days after the purge, I was wiped out, so I didn't do anything at all. Now, today I'm gonna go out and I need some potatoes and some blueberries, and I'm gonna make another recipe, a yummy one. Last night I made a soup, which was out of this world, and I think I might heat it up again tonight, and I will show it to you when I do. Moosey is outside. He's doing well. He's walking again, and thank God it seems to be a good one for him. So, but he is being careful. And I'll tell you about, I'm going to do a little walk before I leave. And maybe as I'm walking, I'll tell you about what I think we're going to be doing for Thanksgiving. So you can see it's nice and long, and the sleeves are nice and long. I love that. We have some plans where tomorrow, believe it or not, we're having a pre-Thanksgiving at our granddaughter Bridget's house. Her brother Billy, who is our oldest son's son, as you know, we have quite a number of firefighters in our family, and Billy himself is a retired captain. And they're all working on Thanksgiving. So Bridget decided to have her Thanksgiving for her family. That would be her mom and brothers and sisters, and her hubby's mom is coming down from San Francisco area with Shep's sister and her husband and some kids. So there'll be about 20 people there tomorrow, just Bridget's immediate family, and we've been invited to go to that. So we will get to see great-grandchildren, grandchildren, and just have a wonderful time. On Thanksgiving Day, we decided rather than bopping around, we would probably have dinner later in the afternoon with Colleen and her family. Brendan is coming home from college, and he's so cute. He made the comment the other day. In fact, I think they're probably at the airport right now picking him up. Today is Tuesday. And he made a comment on the phone to his mom yesterday or the day before. He said, Christmas has always been a nice holiday, and this year it's a real event for me. I can't wait to get home and see the house and feel Christmas in the family. So Colleen this past week whipped away all the autumn and the fall and decorated the inside and the outhouse. Not the out, they don't have an outhouse. The inside and the outside of the house, all Christmassy. So that's fun. In fact, she's the one that spurred me on. Now, Matthew and his family are coming up on Saturday. I still need a little bit more help outside getting my tubs organized in my just lovely, beautiful shed. And by the way, it's not a shed per se. It is a very strong structure built into the side of the hill and attached to the house. And it's there to stay. It does have the tile roof on it and matches the cottage. So Matthew will be up, and he's bringing turkey for turkey sandwiches and cranberry sauce and stuffing. They're doing a big Thanksgiving at their house. And Debbie is going to be wassailing. Her children are going various places to in-laws. And wassailing, I'm hoping I'm pronouncing that correctly, is the German version of bopping from house to house, having a glass of Glühwein or wassail at each house they visit. So she might be stopping over tomorrow morning. And hopefully Margie might be stopping down. Usually she'll come down to Colleen's, where we'll be having our dinner, and either come after dinner because she's hosting her hubby's family. So hopefully we'll see everyone. We all know what this holiday is all about. And it does bring up some heavy thinking for a lot of us, especially those of us who are in our golden years, as we might say. You know, when you think about Thanksgiving and all the things that you do on Thanksgiving, you eat, you have the turkey and the stuffing and the pumpkin pie and all the goodies, the cranberry sauce. But when you really think about what the holiday is, we are thankful for so many things. And when we have had our large family gatherings, we always, when we sit down at the table and everybody's plate is all full and the children are there, sometimes there have been 25 and 30 of us. We used to do Thanksgiving up at Colleen's and have big long tables, one table after another. And we would all join hands. And as we would go around the table, each person would say what they're thankful for. And you know the expression, out of the mouths of babes. Those were always our very favorite, thankful little comments to listen to. Some of the younger children had the most beautiful little sentiments. So I hope maybe you'll all do something like that. Moosey and I both want to wish you all a very, very happy Thanksgiving. And I know that you Canadians had your Thanksgiving a couple of weeks ago, and I hope yours was wonderful too. Thank you all once again. We love you all. I appreciate you all so much. Bye for now, and God bless us all. I'll probably see you maybe over the weekend, if not in the early part of next week.